But then the revelation came. The revelation came from God, and He said to me, for those of you who keep trying to get to somewhere in your life, you're trying to get to something, and you feel like you're constantly behind, like all your friends are married, all your friends have kids, they all have houses, they all have careers, and you're still where you are at your age, and you thought you'd be further along, and no matter how hard you try, you're always behind. Whew. We just completed a 10-mile bike ride, and it was so exhausting, and I can't believe I even made it. But God gave me a revelation at the very end, and I had to share it with you guys. You see, every time we go on these bike rides, we usually go in groups with people from our church. For some reason, I'm always at the very end, always struggling, and people have to wait for me, or I have to catch up. This is now like the second or third time, and I just can't figure out why this happens. I love bike riding. I thought I was physically active, and yet I keep falling behind. And as we were getting to the end of our bike ride, there was nobody left in sight. There was nobody. I was in the back. We had one man that sweeps, so he stays in the back no matter what, just to make sure everyone gets back. And I just felt, number one, I felt really bad that I keep having to slow down everybody, but I was also getting like angry that everyone just disappeared, and I hadn't seen them in quite a while. I was just getting frustrated, not really like at them, maybe a little bit at them. I don't know. I was just really frustrated that it was so hard and that I couldn't seem to keep up no matter how hard I tried. And we had 6-year-olds, and they were just way ahead. And we had 70-plus-year-olds, and they were way ahead. And I was getting so mad. And all of a sudden, I look over and I see parachute people jumping and falling down right in front of me, because the path that we took was right next to an airport where you do skydiving. And I've driven by the skydivers many times, but they were pretty far, to see them. But this bike trail was right underneath where they were falling. And I've always wanted to see them up close. And I remember just watching them fall. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to add footage, because I just pulled over and I whipped out my phone and I just started recording. And I remember thinking, this was so worth it. This brutal bike ride, because I love videography and I love photography. So if I can get cool footage, that just makes me so excited and makes everything so worth it to me. I'll suffer for anything if I can get good video or photos of something. So I stood there recording, and I don't know why. It just made me so happy. But then the revelation came. The revelation came from God, and He said to me, for those of you who keep trying to get to somewhere in your life, you're trying to get to something, and you feel like you're constantly behind, like all your friends are married, all your friends have kids, they all have houses, they all have careers, and you're still where you are at your age, and you thought you'd be further along, and no matter how hard you try, you're always behind, like they're always getting ahead of you, and you're just getting frustrated. And I hope the sound is okay. I'm sorry. I've had so many problems with all these microphones. This is my second one. You're just like, no matter how hard you pedal, you're still behind, because that's how I felt today. I was pedaling so hard and I was behind the whole time. I could not figure it out. I thought maybe it was my bike or the pressure or the air in my tires. But I just felt like God was saying to me, do you understand that all those people who I was trying to catch up with, they pretty much missed what I witnessed? And God is saying, you don't need to worry about anyone else. You need to go at my pace. Go at my timing. It doesn't matter how slow you go, because God will make sure that what you need is going to show up right in front of you at the perfect timing. It's not about how fast you go, and it's not about catching up with everyone else. It's about going at your time, at God's time. Because everyone else, they're going to miss what God has in store for them, because they're busy chasing their goals. You need to focus on God's goals, God's will for you, not your will. Stop trying to do things that you think you should do at your pace. God has plans for you, and He's way more smarter and powerful than everyone else here on earth. And you need to follow Him and not what everyone else is doing. And I'm sharing this because I really felt like he needed me to share this with other people. Sometimes you just have to surrender and let him take over. And when you surrender, he'll give you your revelation. He'll give you your message. If you just let go, stop doing things your way, stop controlling everything. I hope this was helpful for someone. Stick around. I'm going to show you some of the footage that I recorded at the end of my bike ride. And I'm so tired. We're grabbing some food, and then we're going to go home, and I'm going to put ice packs on my muscles, on my quads, because the last time we did a bike ride, the next day I could not walk and my muscles were just spazzing out. So I'm gonna go and recover and rest, and God bless you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving. Don't forget, God's always with you even when you feel alone. Bye, thanks for watching. What God has planned for you is way better than anything else that you would get on your own, following yourself, your will, things that you want, things that your friends are getting, your coworkers, your family. If you follow God's will, He will give you things that are way better, and you won't even have to try as hard. Okay? They're going to be bike riding 10 miles to get to where they want to go, and you're only going to have to go 8 because you went at God's pace. And they're going to be like, oh man, I can't believe I missed that. So don't worry about missing out on things in life. Whatever that is, that thing is waiting for you. And it's already planned, but it's got to go at a certain point, at a certain time. And you can't go too fast or you're going to miss it.